All right, guys, we are on our last day of our cruise here on the Celebrity Apex, and Rob and I have some thoughts, give you a little review on what our experience has been.
Going over some of the things we loved and some of the things we didn't like about this Celebrity Apex. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is the technology. That is something that I love on the Celebrity Apex, and this ship is kind of second to none as far as technology goes. I'm going to show you a few things you can do just here in your stateroom, which the first thing is we have this app here, and with this app I can control everything in the stateroom like it's a smart house. So if you're laying in your bed or sitting on the couch and you have the lights on, as we do now, and you want them off, all you have to do is hit the button on your app. Lights are going to go off. You can bring them up to 50% if you want. And they have these cool little settings down here for morning, evening, sleep, or movie mode. So if you kind of put it into movie mode, it'll kind of dim the lights, and there's some other ones up here above. Then the second thing you can do with this is we've got blinds in the room, which kind of control the blinds over there. So if I hit the close button, I'll walk over here and show you that right now. They're gonna just start closing, just like that. And then I'm not gonna do that too long, but I'm gonna hit them open back up. It'll go right back up. So that's something I love in the morning. If you just wanna sit in bed, you don't wanna walk over and open the doors or anything like that. You can just control all this. And then the last thing about this is the sleep mode. If you do that one, it'll just bring everything up and then it'll dim it all down at once. Moving on to the next tab over here, you've got a television screen. You can control the menu, the guide, the volume, the channel with that. Speaking of which, the channels on board are really, really extensive. So far on this ship, I have watched an NFL game, NHL game, NBA game, the World Series, and an MLS soccer game. I didn't watch all of them, but I did see them on the TV. They have all kinds of news channels and so forth too. And then the last thing that you can do on this app that you've got here is you can use this as a key. So just open your app, stick it next to the door, and it's going to open your stateroom for you. You don't need a key if you have your smartphone with you. So just love the technology on board. That is the first thing that we love here about the Celebrity Apex.
Okay, so another thing that we love about the Celebrity Apex is the food selection. So let's just start with the buffet. Buffet, you've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then they also have food in the evening, late in the evenings as well, from 10 till midnight, which is really fantastic to have that option as well if you're up and about late and want to grab some food. So breakfast is an enormous selection of all different types of cultures. So you're not just going to get American options, you'll get European options. You'll have an entire yogurt and muesli bar. They also have pancakes and French toast and waffles, all kinds of stuff. A lot of the items made fresh for you while you wait, as well as a eggs your way station where obviously they'll make eggs your way. They are also available pre-made for you as well, from omelets to hard-boiled eggs, which are hot instead of cold. If you don't like to eat cold hard-boiled eggs, they are served hot here on the ship, and lots of different bread options. My goodness, the bakery is absolutely extensive. At lunchtime, they do the same thing. They have a little bit of all different types of cultures. You've got some Asian food. And they do have also a stir-fry bar where you can sit and have them do a stir-fry up for you. They also have kind of an Italian flair. Well, those so different types of pastas, risottos with all different types of sauces. And then they also have this amazing kind of grill section as well, where they will, they've got like steak, and they've got chicken and lamb, and they also have lots of different types of fish as well. So that's a great selection too. So lots of options. Same type of thing at dinner is they give you, it's the same approximately as like lunch, but they'll give you different options. So you never feel like you're eating the same thing over and over. On some of the cruise lines, it feels very repetitive every single day. They do change it a lot, so the variety is huge. And then the desserts, don't even get me started on those. You want to definitely bring your stretchy pants if you're going to be consuming a lot of desserts on the ship. And then the other thing is they do have a ton of restaurants to eat at. There are 4 main dining rooms. What I like about that is that each one is a little bit different. They all have the same kind of classic menu, but then they have specialties for each one of those restaurants, and they all are inspired by a different culture, from French cuisine to Mediterranean to Italian to American, and you can enjoy that as well in the evenings for dinner.
Another thing we loved here on the Apex is the theater and the shows on board. The theater is one of the most technologically advanced one in at sea. There's a beautiful screen behind the stage, and that really transforms the theater from a comedy club to a outside retreat, or just any type of thing they want to put on that screen. It can really make you feel like you're immersed in whatever is on the screen. So it gives them tons of flexibility for different shows to have and different types of shows they can do in there. And I love the round kind of setting of the theater. It does just make you feel like you're really a part of the show. We have seen a comedian, a couple of aerial shows, and one musical show. And one thing I've noticed, we've been on several cruises this year, is that most of the lines are doing just musicals, because I think they are easier to put together on short notice. But here at the Celebrity Apex, they're doing the full-fledged theater, acrobatics, aerial shows, all that kind of stuff. So it is really a step above everything else we've ever seen this year so far. So that is one thing we really do love.
Another thing that I absolutely love about the Celebrity Apex is the fitness center, the gym. It is phenomenal, and it features some things that you're not going to see on any other ship. So one of the things that you won't see on any other ship, because this is the only ship that has it, is an F45 fitness studio, and it is a condensed version that they offer here with different exercises made specially for use at sea because of the smaller space that they have available. But it's probably only about, the space is about the third of the size of a regular F45 studio, but it does have all of the equipment, and it is led by the fitness instructor here at the fitness center here at the gym, and you're gonna get a great experience with that. They do still have, just like most ships, they do also have the cycle studio as well, where you can take cycling classes. But one other thing that you will also find, first of all, on this ship is Peloton bikes, and those are available for you to use in the main space of the gym. They have an immense variety of equipment, as well as free weights, and a large amount of treadmills and ellipticals and bikes. You will have so much equipment here. I was in the gym with probably about 20 people, and it still felt like it was empty. I literally looked around and thought, there's not that many people here. And then I thought, let me count them. And there were about 20 of us in there, which you would think most cruise gyms, that's gonna fill up pretty much the whole space. It still felt pretty empty because there were so many pieces of equipment that you could use. So if you are on the Celebrity Apex, definitely take some time to head over to the gym and enjoy the space. There's tons of equipment. They've got towels, they've got water, all kinds of stuff for you to use there. That is another thing we love here. Okay, so before we move on to the list of the things that we didn't like as much, there is one more thing we can't leave off the list, and that is some special spaces here on the Celebrity Apex. And of course, we would have to talk about the magic carpet. This is absolutely amazing. It's a moving space, so it's an outdoor space. It basically hangs out over the edge of the ship, and it moves up and down to different places. And when you get in the elevator, it will tell you each day or each time you're on there where the magic carpet is. It will say the deck that it's on next to it. So if it's on 16, it'll say magic carpet 16. If you hit that, then it will take you to the floor if that's where you're trying to go. So whenever it does move and you're trying to figure out where it is, very easy. When you step in the elevator, just hit that button, magic carpet. It will take you wherever it is. And it's a great space. They have a bar there. You can sit out there and hang out and just have a good time. In the evenings, they move it down to where the raw bar is, and that extends their eating space there as well, which is really amazing. So a really cool experience to try out the magic carpet. Another incredible space, it's kind of like a multi-purpose space. I've not seen a space used like this before. It's called Eden, and it's all the way at the back of the ship. And this space has a specialty restaurant in the lower level. It's about 3-4 levels depending on how you look at it. But the lower level is a specialty restaurant. It looks out the back of the ship, gorgeous view as you're looking out. And then there's the main kind of middle levels, 2-3 levels. There are performances there in the evenings from singers to aerialists and all different kinds of stuff like that. There's also a bar there that you can use at night. During the daytime and in the mornings, you can purchase some food there to consume. You can have some coffee or just have different drinks made up. So you can do that at different times of the day. So the space transforms to different things, plus the specialty restaurant down at the bottom. And then the last space is the rooftop garden. This space is absolutely gorgeous. You will feel like you are in a botanical garden. Throughout the ship, you'll find all live plants, and you will see also the staff taking care of the plants as well as we're traveling along, watering them or clipping them or just tending to them, which is absolutely incredible. Most ships will just, put some fake plants up there for you, but the Celebrity Apex has brought on all live plants, and they take very good care of them. And that rooftop garden, it is going to be amazing because not only will it be filled with those beautiful plants, but there are also gorgeous sculptures. You can grab some live music up there. There's also a little restaurant tucked into the back there as well. You can enjoy live music. You can enjoy movies. They also do putt-putt up there and beanbag toss or cornhole, depending on where you're from. And just a lot of different activities that take place up there. So it's definitely a spot that you do not want to miss. Those 3 places: the magic carpet, the rooftop garden, and of course heading over to Eden.
Okay, moving on to the very few things that we did not like about the Celebrity Apex, and first thing is going to be this bathroom door. Love the bathroom. I do like the door, and it's really cool because this door is never going to come open when you're sailing. It is just rock solid shut. The problem with it is that if you are going to the bathroom at night or something, there is no way to close this door quietly. I'm going to try to close this door as quiet as possible, but when it gets close, there's a huge magnet and it's just going to suck it in and make a loud noise. So I'm going to try to, like, if Allie was sleeping, this is as quiet as I could do it. That's just way too loud, so it's going to wake someone up. So the only way around that is we figured out that the magnet is so big that if you just put like that, put a little washcloth in there, it will close quite a bit quieter. So that's kind of a workaround, but that is one thing that we really don't like about the rooms on the Apex.
Okay, so I am a big fan of the thermal spas on all of the cruise ships. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go check those out if you're interested in them. And one of the things I was disappointed in on the Celebrity Apex is that there is no thalasso pool in the thermal suite. There are great sauna rooms, steam rooms, all kinds of stuff, the warming chairs, the floating zen area, lots of great stuff, experience shower, but there is no thalasso pool, which was disappointing. We ended up just walking over to the solarium to use the hot tub and the pool there, but they did not have a private one that we could access just in the thermal suite.
Another thing I'm not a fan of on this ship, and it's hard to say because I did love the technology on the whole ship, is the internet on the Apex. And what happened was we were given with our room the complimentary internet package, and we thought, oh, that's great, that'll be cool, we can do what we need to do with that. Turns out we cannot do what we need to do with that. The internet is so slow. It has got to be the slowest internet I have ever had on a cruise ship. You cannot get basically anything to load. We can get WhatsApp to work to do a little bit of texting, but other than that, a few web pages you can load. You won't get any pictures at all. No chance at video, streaming, music, any of that stuff. So that was kind of a really downside for me because we still do some work while we're traveling, and it's just impossible. We just wrote that off for the whole time we were on board. Now, there is a higher package you can buy, and normally when we're on another cruise line, we just go ahead and buy the highest level package because it's only a couple dollars more than the lowest level package. But on this ship, we had a couple upgrade options, but they were $25 or $50 per day to get the higher package, and we just thought that was a ridiculous amount to get functioning internet. So we did not do that. We just said this is only a 4-day cruise, we'll wait till we get home. But if you were on a longer cruise, I don't know, you'd be kind of stuck because if you had to get some stuff done, you'd either have to pay a ridiculous price or just buy it for 1 day or just not be able to do much at all. So internet was kind of a disappointment. I kind of felt like for the price you're paying and what you're getting, just make the internet usable for everyone, but that is not the case here. So that is what we loved and hated about the Celebrity Apex. Overall, I think this might be our favorite cruise ship we've ever been on. So if you're thinking about going on the Apex, we totally recommend it. Book that trip and come out and see what the Celebrity Apex has to offer.